good morning and welcome to the middle of September. This morning I'm going to head into Gradbach forest and I'm doing a reconnaissance. I'm going to seek out interesting areas and objects to photograph later. This is my preamble to autumn proper. Why am I doing this? Because I want to save time, and if there's one thing that I consider my enemy other than the weather, it's time. If you're shooting in the morning and you're serious about it, odds are you're up before dawn. You got to get out, make sure your gear's set, get to where you're going, walk to where you want to be. I'm just passing through Gradbach Mill at the moment, and then of course you're going to be looking for your compositions, and that's where everything's going to slow down. So the more time you can give yourself, the better. And to help with that, it's not a bad idea to go and take a look at the areas that you want to photograph, perhaps in a couple of weeks, and see what there is on offer. See if you can imagine what there's going to be when you get here and there's mist and there's fog and there's the changing of the colours of the trees, and yeah, hopefully you can kind of make a beeline for them and then maybe pick some more stuff up on the way. Time, it's going to save you so much time. You're going to get so many more compositions because of it. We may get lucky with the weather, so I can see some beautiful mist floating across in front of me, which I'll try and capture on video in a second, but you know, maybe there's going to be some good shots ahead. Just took the drone up. I noticed there was a bit of mist, not a great deal, but it's over by a small brook that runs down to the River Dane. It's not super interesting because it's quite flat, and flat water, you know, unless it's in a big lake, not so much. But there's a little area of stepping stones. It might work out. So I'm gonna take a small detour from where I was originally going. It's not too far out, so I'm sticking with my plan. But yeah, you never know, might get a misty shot, be a bonus, and if not, well, the walk does me good. This is the area, sadly not to be, no mist. I can see that there is some way further up, but it's not very exciting up there. So this is one perhaps for next time. Look at that bad boy. So there's a good example of something in about 3 weeks that is going to be magnificent. Right now, too much green, so lost in all of this, but yeah, that's a composition in the waiting. Okay, composition time. Let's walk you through this one because I think there may be stuff to learn, hopefully for both of us. As you can see, the tree is situated on a very steep slope. That's going to work for me because it kind of puts the stuff behind it further away. I think that works quite well. I'm going to use a 50mm lens because I want to use the blurring. I want that shallow depth of field. That will further help to get rid of all that green behind. And then I'm not sure if you can see, I'm on a slope, So it's super important that I get this angle right. The camera's got to be in the right position. Normally you can get away with it. You can be a bit sloppy and fix it in Photoshop or Lightroom, but not today. If this isn't at the correct angle, when I try and adjust it, I'm going to lose top and bottom. When I constrain the image, you can't get away with it. It won't work. You're going to cut the top of the tree off or cut the bottom. It just won't look right. So in this instance, I can't be my normal sloppy self. I've got to try and get it right. I'll show you the composition now. Okay, so here we go. Now, pretty straightforward with the positioning. So there's my lovely center, my focus. But I have got some issues. I'm using a very shallow depth of field, currently 2.5, but I'm going to have to focus stack on this, and I'll tell you why. This here is blurred, and I don't see any way of getting rid of it. I don't see any angle, because I'm just going to end up tumbling down the bank that I could get this at and still make it work. So this is going to have to be a part of the shot, and I think it needs to be in focus. I also, whilst I want to make the background blurred, I want every leaf on this tree, if I can, in focus. So I'm going to have to focus on the very front, focus on the tree, and then just at the back, just try and catch the leaves at the back there, but keep my broken nail, keep the rest of it blurred. So here we go. Found a shot, not 100% sure of, and one that would definitely work. We missed, but at first I saw, let me just show you, this little branch here. Can you see that? Let's adjust this bad boy. No, okay, because it's focused on my beautiful face, camera doesn't want to leave it. I understand that. But anyways, there's the branch there. And then above it, do you know what? I'm going to flip the camera around. That's better. So there's that like interesting branch. It's weathered, it's old, it's knackered, it's got moss on it. It's got it all going on. And then just above it, there's that fine old specimen there. Now there's a sort of knackered tree behind it, which could create issues with when I put the composition together. But again, with mist, that would ease out. So what I'm going to do is take a couple of iPhone shots of this setup. I wouldn't do it like this either, by the way. I'm gonna move down at an angle and do it in portrait mode. But I'll show you the results on the iPhone, but this is what I'm going to come back to. Just spotted this and I like it. I think this could work, and for once today I like the green, because look at the sort of lime green behind these trees and then the dark green at the front, and then we've got these two guys taking up centre stage. There's two options here, so I'm going to break out the gear and I'm going to give this one a go. I really do like this one, having set it up. I've gone with a portrait shot though, mainly because I wanted to use my 50mm, kind of sticking with that today. Being on a narrow path like this, I'm not going to be using a telephoto lens, and I don't trust that new lens I've got with a wide angle right now. Anyway, maybe another day I'll give it another recce, but this shot I like. I'll show you the composition and see what you think. I hope it works out. I think it looks really cool. Let's give it a go. Okay, a few things worth noting. I've dropped the tripod right down because I want to look up at the trees there. I want to get all that in. I also wanted to get in this beautiful bit of ground because there's great colour, and I think I've got a nice colour contrast. I am going to try and just angle it down a little more, because I'd love to see this come to the halfway mark there. I think that would be very nice. Oh, that's kind of you, thanks camera. Other thing to note, there is a break of light through there which is a bit distracting, so if I do get this a bit lower, I can maybe just tilt that forward just a bit and take that out. It can be cropped out, but I'm losing some of my scene then. We'll see. That's where are you going? Twatting thing. Other things to note, there is a break of light there which is a bit distracting. I could tilt it forward just a bit more, then it would mean bringing the camera up, and I don't know, with trying to get this in further down here, that might take care of this bit at the top, we'll see. But I just wanted to get as much of these in and this color contrast as possible, and I like this appeals to me. I really do hope this works. So if it did, it's coming up right now. One of the benefits of this particular walk is that when I've reached the end of it, I get to visit Lud's Church, which is right here. Absolutely beautiful down here in Lud's Church, and I've got it all to myself, which is even better. Also, I noticed, first time I've seen this, but we have a little message. And it says, "But one thing is certain, when you come out of a storm, you won't be the same person that walked into it. When you can't control what's happening to you, you can still control how you respond to it." Very nice. It's litter, but it's thoughtful litter, as Alan Partridge would probably say. I figured that doing the wrap up in Lud's Church would be just about as good as it could get. I've had a lovely morning. I've seen a lot of things that I want to come back for when autumn truly hits. Probably going to be around, what, first week of October and into that. That's when we should see the colours turn. So I'm going to hit Gradbach. Probably going to spend most of a day here, I hope. So if the weather's dull like this, believe it or not, it's actually going to be good because I won't have harsh light coming down. I can spend more time in the trees, so I don't have to worry about that harsh light so much. I'm going to hit Padley Gorge. I'm going to go into Wales, I hope. So I've got a lot to do in just a couple of weeks of real, true autumn colour. Thanks for coming along today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've used the 50mm all day. I said I was going to do that to myself when I came out. I thought I'm going to really get to grips with this 50mm prime lens. So every shot you see today, other than I've done with the iPhone, will be the 50mm prime. Let me know what you think. If you think they're good, if you think maybe I could have used a better lens to get a better shot, do let me know. Every day is a school day for me, and what I share with you is just what my poor old eyes see. Thanks again. I believe the thing to say is like, share, subscribe if you find these useful, entertaining, or you just like to see where I go. Lud's Church is a good example. And thanks very much for your support. Over 300 subscribers now, which is absolutely fantastic. So thanks to all you. Bye for now.